let's talk about why I love The Creator. This film, of course, came out last year and stars, John David Washington, Jim Chan, and Ken Watanabe, and more. The Creator is about the question of what if AI was sentient. You have these like synthezoid type people, sort of like what Alfie is, where they have like sort of like gears and like a massive sort of like sort of hole in the back of their head. They have these gears, and they are synthezoids. They have human like faces and are pretty indistinguishable from humans because of their how advanced the artificial intelligence is. And you also have robots who are just look like regular old robots. And this film, spoilers, but poses the question of what if AI was real and it's very advanced, and what if we, the Western world, America, went to war with AI, but AI was sort of held, in good harbor by the like Eastern world, such as New Asia in this world or in this film. And it's very cool, very hard sci-fi type stuff. If you know me, I love classic science fiction. I think that kind of stuff is really cool, and it was super nice to last year find a film that wasn't afraid to be like, yeah, we're classic sci-fi. And I think that's great because it's a really good movie. It's from director Gareth Edwards, who did Rogue One and the first of the modern Godzilla films that Legendary has been doing with Warner Brothers. And I think Gareth Edwards does an amazing job, and I think the visual effects especially are really cool because they're like Gareth Edwards in the like hour-long documentary of this film on the Blu-ray talks about how there's always like 30 or 20% of a film's budget saved for visual effects, while the other 70% is done for shooting and all that kind of stuff. What if you reverse that? What if you spent 20% on, or 30% on shooting the film in various locales across Asia, Thailand, and I think Thailand and I forget the second country, but I remember that it's like Thailand and Indonesia, I believe, are the two countries that they most, or Vietnam. Thailand and Vietnam are the two films I think that they mostly shot this film in, but Indonesia might have also been one of them. And what if you took that 70% and you used it for filming? So the rest of the budget, this massive chunk of it, was put into visual effects, and the visual effects look awesome. The way that they were able to seamlessly and almost effortlessly be able to replace people fully, almost, for the most part, fully replace human actors and put the robots in there, and also what they were able to do with like characters like Alfie, like Ken Watanabe's character, where you just replace like the back of their head and their neck with robot stuff. Like, it's really cool looking, and it's one of the first films, and it's kind of revolutionary in this way. I think it's one of the first films to do most of that work without the dots or whatever. Like, they tried to fully like replace, and obviously some of the standard conventions of I'm sure there are plates used for this type of stuff, but like for the most part they did try to, without dots, without the usual rigging for something like that with mocap. They just tried to do it like with the Irishman from scratch, and it's really cool looking, and it most certainly earned that Oscar nom last year. Granted, Godzilla Minus One, won, obviously, because that movie looks amazing, but this movie looks really good too, and it's kind of nice to hear that like two of the movies that kind of deserved to be nominated, or three of them, got nominated, because sometimes that doesn't happen. But yeah, like it's just a really good movie, and I especially love the story. I think what Gareth Edwards and co were able to do with Alfie and with Joshua, and having those two characters, you know, the relationship build and form, as, you know, Joshua starts as I hate artificial intelligence, I don't see these robots as human, and as he slowly begins to grow closer to Alfie, that's incredible, and I think that's really good storytelling. And yeah, I think Gareth Edwards is one of my favorite directors ever, because while he hasn't done a lot, I love basically all of his movies. Like Godzilla, I have a few problems with. I mean, obviously he had a passion and he had a love for, you know, Godzilla growing up, but I think Godzilla was more, you know, Warner Brothers was like, hey, look, we're giving you this movie, you direct it. And Rogue One was, oh, like, you're giving me like freedom to kind of do what I want. Granted, a lot of trouble happened during Rogue One's production, but like you can really tell that there was a genuine passion for Rogue One, for Star Wars. Rogue One is definitely like the best so far of the Disney era, at least film-wise. And this was a really good movie, and it's very emotional. I think it hits very well. It's 2 hours and like 16 minutes, and it's the same length actually as Rogue One, but I feel like Rogue One has a point where it kind of like lulls. This movie doesn't lull, like, ever. And I can see why someone would maybe say this film is boring, because I've actually heard that before. But like, I think it's just really interesting, and it's just a science fiction novel put to screen, and that's really cool. Gemma Chan, while not in a lot of the film, is a true standout, and Allison, whatever, from The West Wing, she also does a good job. What is her name? Let's see if I can find it real quick. Allison Janney. You wanna know what? I think I could have figured that out. Allison Janney, as the main villain of the film, also does a really good job. And it's rather neat. And I most certainly, you know, I've watched this quite a few times. I'll watch it for years to come. But I do think that emotional finale really does hit rather well, at least for me, as a person who loves hardcore science fiction. So those are the things that I love about this film, and all that good stuff. The music's also really great by Hans Zimmer, who always knocks it out of the park. This has been the 200 subscriber special. Just yesterday, we got to 200, so thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy all the videos I've done and all the videos I'm going to do, because this is absolutely incredible. When I started almost 5 years ago, I thought, you know, I'll have some subscribers probably, but like, I'm not really doing this for subscribers. I'm doing this so I can get my opinions out, and that of course has not changed. This is still a hobby that I love doing. This is a passionate, very passionate hobby that I get to do for y'all. And like, you know, when I was like, oh, well, I do really want to reach 50 so I can live stream. But I thought, okay, that's cool. And then I got to 100. I was like, yes, I got to do 100 because I wanted to talk about Samurai Jack, and that was my goal. And the rest is just because of you guys. So thank you so much. I hope you're having a very lovely day. I hope you please excuse my neighbors. But remember that God made it special. He loves you very much. I hope you're having a very lovely day. I hope you had a very lovely week. And as always, God bless and love you guys.